Okay, so I was gonna wait for the rain to stop, but it is not stopping. Hopefully you can't hear it. Um, yeah, so this is a follow-up video to a video I posted 2 weeks ago where I spoke on camera for the first time. It was a big deal for me, and the support from people on that video was amazing. Like, so many people just came to comment and message me about this, and I wasn't expecting this at all. I have some really supportive friends and people in my life, but the amount of support for that means so much to me. So I'm really grateful. Um, and yeah, lots happened since then. So as you can see now, I've upgraded my filming setup a little bit. I have a job coming up in a couple of weeks for quite a big client where we're filming some corporate interviews. So I had to learn how to do. I want to do a good job, so I've learned how to film professional interviews. But I also think it came at a really cool timing because I've always wanted to do something like this. Not necessarily me on camera, but I've always liked the idea of filming other people on camera, and it's just sort of worked out. But yeah, so thank you everybody who supported me with that video. I love you all so much. It means so much to me, genuinely, and it's motivated me so much to keep going. So the thing I wanted to talk about today. So as some of you will remember in that video, I was attempting to do a 3-day water fast. Now, what some people probably don't know is that I actually kept going, and I'm still going now, 2 weeks later. So this is day 14 of my water fast. It seems crazy that I'm saying that now. But yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the experience, what I learned, and how I feel, because I think I was meant to share some of those thoughts with people. Hopefully, again, to inspire some people or help people in some way. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe not. But yeah, this is day 14 of a water fast. So for the past 2 weeks, all I have had is water, spring water. I don't know if you can see this. Trying to drink out of glass bottles if I can, and yeah, just water for 2 weeks. Those who know about fasting know that you should be taking electrolytes. A more natural alternative to that is Celtic Sea Salt. This, contrary to what some of you might know about salt, which is generally bad, Celtic Sea Salt is one of the best salts for you. It's so mineral and nutrient dense, and it contains a lot of the trace minerals and things that the body needs, especially the things that people take in electrolytes. So this is one of the things that's kept me literally alive and sane the past 2 weeks. And it tastes amazing anyway. I normally eat this with food anyway. But yeah, I've been on a 2-week water fast. It's been intense. There's been a lot of challenges. I had my own personal reasons for starting it. And I've had some really deep revelations that I probably wouldn't share here because they're very personal and not everybody would relate, but there are some things that I did want to talk about. So I did make a note of this on my phone, but I'm just winging it right now. So some key things I learned in this fast. Number one, love is a choice and a feeling. So this is going to sound a bit crazy, but I've learned that, I already kind of knew this, but it really hit home for me this past couple of weeks, that love is not just a feeling that you get when things are good, but it's also a conscious choice that you make every day when you don't have that feeling, because love is more than just them warm, fuzzy feelings that you get with a romantic partner or with your friends or just in general situations in life. Like, love is also a choice in terms of the actions that you make, the things that you say, how you treat people when you're not feeling right. Um, yeah, I think a lot of connections and relationships probably fail because when that initial love feeling dies off, it's much easier to just end it and not try to work through your own challenges. But yeah, that was one thing that was playing on my heart. Another thing, gratitude. So these are all quite cliche, simple things, but I think a lot of the most profound truths are simplistic, and sometimes we all need reminders of them, myself especially. Um, but yeah, gratitude, like, I'm especially guilty of, I have big goals for myself in terms of what I want to achieve in life, and they're almost non-stop, and it's also down to my equipment, like my camera gear. Like, I'm always chasing the next bit of camera gear, like how can I make my videos better, how can I increase the production quality of what I'm doing. It's not a bad thing to chase after your dreams and be motivated and work towards them, and I take inspiration from actual films and adverts. Like, that was the reason I got into videography, was because I love films growing up and I love cinematic images. That's my thing. So I'm not saying it's bad to want things that you don't have, but I'm really realizing, like, I do not stop and be grateful for what I already have. Sometimes I had points in this past 2 weeks where I had to pinch myself and be like, look at all the stuff that you've got, like the cameras you've got, the equipment, like even before this amazing lighting setup that I've made, like the equipment that I've got, like I have everything that I need. Like, I'm already abundant. And even if I didn't have all this equipment and gear, like, the main thing that you need is your mindset and a mission. You can do anything you want if you put your mind to it. You don't need all this equipment to do it. Obviously, it does help. I'm not going to lie and say you can go and start a video production agency, or, you know, build a business with no equipment and no tools. Like, everybody needs tools. But yeah, the gratitude thing was hitting me really hard this week, and it was a conscious choice I was making in my head, where I had to force myself sometimes to, like, stop, let go of this, like, pressure and stress in my head and worry about things, and just actually switch to being like, I'm really grateful for this. I'm grateful for these people in my life. I'm grateful for these contacts. I'm grateful for these opportunities. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for everything that I have. Like, getting up every day, like, just having another day on earth, like, to experience. Like, we're all in such a big rush nowadays, and the world is literally mental, and it forces it upon us. But yeah, gratitude, stay grateful. So we've got gratitude, we've got love. What was the other thing? Praying. This was another one. So I said the two things that got me through this fast for 2 weeks, I wouldn't have been able to do it without it, is one, the Celtic Sea Salt, of course, but secondly was God and praying. And I wouldn't consider myself strictly religious. I'm still on my learning journey when it comes to God, and I'm open to listening to anyone's perspective on what God is. I do read the Bible now. I have a copy of the Bible, thanks Mum. She gave me that a couple of weeks ago, and I do sometimes find myself just opening it and reading random pages. And there is a lot, whether or not you believe in the Bible, there is a lot of knowledge and truth in that book. And I've had some really profound experiences the past few weeks where I've stopped and felt I should read the Bible, and I've opened it to random pages, and it's been specifically what was on my mind at the time, or something that I've been thinking about, or something that was relevant to me in that moment, and it was very specific, and it happened multiple times. So yeah, like, that was really crazy for me. But yeah, praying, just like I think a lot of people think praying is asking God for things when we're in times of need, and I've been there. I've had some really bad times where I couldn't see a way out of how I was feeling, and I've called out in help. And I do believe God does listen, and He is there. And what else? One crazy thing that I wasn't going to talk about was prayers in reverse. So this is going to sound a bit out there. But some things that I've been praying for or asking for, they've started to happen. And as they've started to happen, I've seen that those prayers were being answered even before I had made the prayer. So like I'd prayed for example, people to come help me with my business, my video business, like more people with cameras and drones and stuff like this. And I started to realize those people had already been put into my life before I'd even started praying. And if God is beyond time and space, and He's not bound by time and space, then it's really feasible to me that God knows that you're going to pray before you even do, and starts putting things in places before, which is that's probably been the most mind-blowing thing during this fast for me, is that's happened probably 4 or 5, 6 times where things I've been praying about, the things were already in motion, and I just became aware of them, and it just sort of concluded after I prayed. And that has been one of the most profound things on this fast for me, and I can't not talk about it. Some people might not like the idea of talking about God, but like, there is no doubt in my mind that there is not some higher meaning or purpose or power in this world. I don't feel it, I don't see it. Like, it's a whole nother conversation, it's a deep conversation, but yeah, God, praying in God, that's important. So we've got love, gratitude, God. I'm sure there was something else that I wanted to talk about that I've probably forgotten. Let me check my notes. Oh, anxiety and teamwork. Yeah, so anxiety. One of the main things, obviously I've had days during this fast where it's been extremely difficult. I felt extremely lethargic. I've lost, last time I checked, which is about 4 days ago, I think I've lost about 11 kilograms, maybe more now. I've definitely got skinnier, which I guess is expected. I've not eaten any food in 2 weeks. What do you expect? There's a point where, your body actually switches from the sugar stores to fat stores. And there are health reasons why I've done this fast as well. You can look into them for yourself. There's an abundance of information about the benefits of fasting. It's super beneficial for your health. If you want to prevent long-term disease, there's so many benefits, and I'll probably make a separate video about that one day. But yeah, anxiety. I've had periods in my life on and off, for a lot of my life, where I've had extreme anxiety, and I've found things that have helped and lowered it massively over the years. One of them is magnesium supplements. Another one is grounding, where you stand barefoot on the earth. Eating healthier, gym, all these things help to remove anxiety. And obviously God as well says in the Bible, place your anxieties to God's. Just put them at God's feet. You don't have to carry them on your own. But one of the main things I've noticed during this water fasts is my anxiety is just gone. I'll just be in like a random place, and I might seem a little bit out of it because of my energy levels, but I just feel so calm. Like, there's a little bit like wired. I don't know what the word is. I feel a little bit like wide-eyed and alert, but also very calm. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't feel any nervousness at all. It's very weird. So that's a positive thing that's come out of this fast as well. Another thing is the power of the team. Like, I already recognise this, but I'm really starting to appreciate having good people around you that can help you and you can help them. Like, good people and teams of people is what makes the world go round. You can do so much on your own. I was one of those people for years who I didn't really like people. I struggled to get on with people and make friends, and I wasn't confident in voicing my own opinions and beliefs and things like that. So I just found it easier to work on my own. But there's only so far that you can go on your own. So if you've got people around you that want to, that are talented and creative, which we all do, utilize those people. Like the people that I work with, I want them to benefit. That's where my head's at first. I'm not like, oh, how can I use this person? I need them. Of course, I see the good in them and the things that they can offer and how they can add to bring value to what I want to do. But I'm primarily thinking, how can I help this person? Like, what do they want to do? What are they good at? And honing in on their skills and abilities. Yeah. Anything else in my notes? This is cheating a little bit. Yeah, just I think I covered it all. So I'm really excited to eat. Here's some of the things that I've got to break my fast with today. So I've got a nice honeydew watermelon. I've got a papaya with the papaya seeds. Dragon fruit. We've got some organic dates, some organic mango, and some figs. I can't remember what figs taste like, so yeah, we'll see about that, but I'm so excited to eat. It's been 2 weeks. I have had some days, the past few days especially, where the levels of hunger have been immense. Like the amount of recipes and foods that I'm excited to eat again is so excited. I'm so excited to eat. I can't even begin to explain. But yeah, I'm probably a little bit insane. Like, I wouldn't recommend anybody go for an extended water fast if you've never done a fast before. Start small. Like even 24 hours is an achievement. You can look into intermittent fasting. That's something I've done in the past. And I did a 3-day water fast about 4 or 5 years ago. And now, yeah, I was seeing how far I could go, and I've gone to 2 weeks. I would have been happy at any point between the 3 days and the 2 weeks, but I've somehow made it to 2 weeks with no food. So, pat on the back for me. I'm looking forward to eating again and putting some weight back on. Yeah. Tomorrow I'm flying to Sweden as well. That was part of the reason why I ended my fast today, because the food in Sweden is unreal. It's so good, and there's no way I could, but there's no way I'm this time gonna go to Sweden and pass up on eating food there, because it's amazing. It's one of definitely my favourite place on earth for a couple of reasons. But I'll be making a video documenting my trip there as well, like a little vlog. But yeah, I've somehow done it again. I spoke on camera and for way longer than I thought I was going to. Hopefully it's all recording. Looks like it is. But yeah, I'll be doing more stuff like this. I've got some ideas. Like I want to do some interviews with people. I did one yesterday. Shout out to BFG. He came down and had my first on-person camera interview with BFG yesterday, man. This guy's an absolute legend. Love this guy. I'm so blessed, just the people in my life. Like, there's so many cool people that I meet and get to talk with, and I want to start interviewing them more. So this maybe will turn into some sort of mini podcast type thing. And I think it's good to just document your life in what you're doing anyway. So yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up there because this went on way too long. But yeah, God bless. Thank you for listening, anybody who made it this far. Big love.